Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Malachi. And today, we're going to be reacting to something different. So, as you see right here, this girl who is supposed to be growing up, she said when she gets 18, she's running away because her dad child molested her. Does that make sense? Well, the dad, whatever, he hits her or whatever. Make sure you subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, comment whatever, share to whoever you want to. Let's get into this video. But this video is crazy, like.
By her sudden disappearance for 24 years, until she was found by the police, along with a terrible secret.
Let's back it up.
This is the story of Elizabeth Fritzl, an 18-year-old girl who had created quite a sensation by her sudden disappearance for 24 years, until she was found by the police, along with a terrible secret. Elizabeth lived in Amstetten, Austria, with her parents Josef and Rosemarie Fritzl, and her 6 siblings. Being a victim of her father's anger and abuse since childhood, Elizabeth planned to run away from home once she turned 18 years old. She hoped to make a better life for herself. When she turned 18, Elizabeth began to work in a restaurant in Linz, Austria. But just when things were getting better for her, on August 29, 1984, Elizabeth suddenly disappeared. Unable to find her anywhere, her mother, Rosemarie, filed a missing persons report. Shortly after that, the first evidence of Elizabeth.
So, whatever whoever is doing to this girl that supposedly got missing, whatever that person is doing to her, nobody else knows. Not a wife, nothing, husband, whatever, friends, nothing. Nobody knows that this person is doing it. That's crazy, my dude.
Its mysterious vanishing arrived in the form of a letter. The letter purported that she was staying with her friend and that she wished to never be found by her family. That in itself was quite a mystery, since none of her friends knew her whereabouts. Her father, Josef, turned the letter over to the police to further assist in their investigation. But Josef thought otherwise. He believed that Elizabeth was under the control of some religious cult. The letter and her father's firm belief led the whole world to also believe that Elizabeth had left on her own accord, and the mystery remained unsolved. From here on, the story gets really murky. Her parents, friends, and the police knew that Elizabeth was missing, and that she probably had run away and was now leading a life that she chose to live. But what they didn't know was that Josef, her own father, was actually behind the whole disappearance facade. Elizabeth was being held captive by her own father in a small, concealed room behind 8 locked doors in her.
Yo, what? Her dad, my dude, and then he tries to play it off like it's somebody else by giving them the letter so they can investigate. My dude, well, how do you? And it says behind 8 locked doors in the basement. Ain't nobody finna look behind no 8 locked doors. Man, dang.
House's basement. The room was soundproof, and she remained his prisoner for 24 years. In the
soundproof. So it's 8 locked doors in the basement, and it's soundproof. And she'd been in there for 24 years, a prisoner of her own dad. Yo, what? This is crazy.
For 24 years, Elizabeth went through a series of horrific abuses that any normal human being could hardly endure. Josef visited her with food and water every 3 days, but slowly his physical abuses turned into sexual abuses. This sequence of sexual crimes against her while being held captive led Elizabeth to conceive as many as 7 times. She and her children were forced to live in the dungeon for many more years in the worst conditions possible, without even a glimpse of the outside world.
Now, I don't know if she's got pregnant off of that, and she had kids, or it was her siblings. Because it showed the picture of a lady with a pregnant, and then it's a child, and I don't know. This is what got me shook.
Josef continued to operate smoothly under the very nose of his family. Out of Elizabeth's 7 children, 1 died soon after birth and 3 lived with her in the basement. However, the other 3 children, deemed as foundlings, lived with Rosemary and Joseph. In strange ways, each time a baby appeared at their doorstep, Joseph explained it as Elizabeth's way of dumping her own children on her poor parents. But no crime is perfect. Joseph's downfall came in the form of Elizabeth's daughter, Kirsten. Being locked up downstairs for years together, Kirsten fell extremely sick. Being a mother, Elizabeth could only request that her own father take her daughter to a doctor to save her life. Joseph agreed and took Kirsten to the hospital. She was diagnosed with a critical case of kidney failure. Joseph claimed to have found her on the road, but the hospital staff found the story very puzzling and notified the police. The police, on investigating further, found Joseph's claims totally obscure. Finding himself in a tight spot, Joseph decided to release Elizabeth along with her other 3 children. The police were informed anonymously about the whole proceedings, and on 26 April 2008,
he just looked like he'll pull up in a white van asking, "Do you want some candy?" Look at this dude. Pure rapist, my dude.
Joseph Fritzl, age 73, was finally arrested. On 19th March 2009, Fritzl was sentenced to life imprisonment without possible parole for 15 years. He is currently serving out his sentence in Garsten Abbey in Upper Austria. He has been kept in a special cell for the criminally insane. Elizabeth.
Bro. Out of everywhere you could have put him, knowing that where he is not right now, she's probably dead now. Where they put him in an insane asylum, it's pretty good, because some people stay there until they die. Bro, they should have put him in a prison or something, like somewhere where he get beat up and stuff, you know?
Her children and mother were taken under care and underwent medical and psychological treatment to combat the mental trauma of the heinous crime. Later, they were moved to an unnamed village in northern Austria to make a full recovery. Such is life when the one you look up to fails you the most in the most unexpected way. Although Joseph got the punishment he deserved, it was not enough to undo all the crimes that he committed against his own daughter. There is no respite for Elizabeth and her children from a horrific past.
Yo, that's messed up, dog. Like, who, how? I don't know if he put 24 years. 24, that's a lot, dog. She should have been, I would have been ran away if I was like that. I would have put them hands on her. But then think about it again, that's her dad. On the other hand, I'm like, so what? First of all, my dad would not do that. Second of all, why I throw them hands up so quick? But God, bro, that's messed up, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think about the man in this video. Like, ask any questions, dog. Like, I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below what you think about this retarded man. And I'll see you in the next video, because that's what I do. Peace.